10 of upskilling our youth. And all the members who are joined with us through YouTube channel. We are very happy to introduce a very young and dynamic leaders. He is very popular with all the digital platform, with a national headquarters in state and district and unit level. In various virtual program, you can see him in action. So today we are going to have our brother Satyajit Chatterjee from Karnataka. I request him to be the in charge of the webinar 10 of upskilling our nation's young force and run this show and have a good coordination with our viewers so that all members who are joined with us benefited with this webinar. Welcome you, Satyajit, and I hand over you this webinar to continue.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank
you for your kind words. I dream of a digital India where cybersecurity becomes an integral part of our national security. Quoted by Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji. I, Satyajit Chatterjee, on behalf of the national headquarters of the Bharat Scouts and Guides India, welcomes you all to the 10th webinar of upskilling our nation's young workforce, a series of webinars. I also welcome the Master of Ceremonies of today's webinar, Ms. Priyanka Prajapat from BSG Rajasthan State and Mr. Vedadri Sai from BSG Andhra Pradesh State to facilitate today's webinar. I now hand over the screen to the MCs for the further proceedings. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at the time of challenge and controversy. Hello, and a very warm welcome to all the attendees over here. I am Ms. Priyanka Prajapat from Rajasthan, and along with me, we have Mr. Vedadri Sai from Andhra Pradesh, welcoming you to the Upskilling Our Nation's Young Workforce, Skilled Youth, Nation's Pride, to the 10th webinar, that is Cyber Safety and Security.
Yeah, thank you, Priyanka. Now, I request everyone to stand up for general salute. Wait, sir.
दया कर दान भक्ति का हमें परमात्मा देना, दया करना हमारी आत्मा में शुद्धता देना, हमारे ज्ञान में आओ प्रभु, आँखों में बस जाओ, अंधेरे दिल में आकर के परम ज्योति जगा देना, बहा दो प्रेम की गंगा, दिलों में प्रेम का सागर, हमें आपस में मिलजुल कर प्रभु रहना सिखा देना, हमारा कर्म हो सेवा, हमारा धर्म हो सेवा, सदा ईमान हो सेवा, वो सेवक चर बना देना, वतन के वास्ते जीना, वतन के वास्ते मरना, वतन पर जान फिदा करना, प्रभु हमको सिखा देना, दया कर दान भक्ति का हमें परमात्मा देना, दया करना हमारी आत्मा में शुद्धता देना.
Yeah, I request everyone to please to be seated. So, for the opening ceremony of the webinar 10, and to welcome our today's very respected resource speaker and our beloved dignitaries and our lovely viewers who have joined us to make it a grand success, I cordially invite Mr. Satyajit Chatterjee from Karnataka State for welcome address. Sir, please.
Thank you, Vedadri. A very good evening once again to all the members present here. It gives me an immense pleasure to welcome all the guests, dignitaries, participants, viewers present on Zoom, as well as in the YouTube channel of BSG India. Today, being webinar 10 of the series of national level webinars, upskilling our nation's young workforce, we have with us Mr. Ronnie Das. Mr. Ronnie is an information technology security professional with almost 7 years of progressive experience in the IT security industry. He has demonstrated skill identifying security risk and designing proactive solutions, developing security exploits, and implementing security approaches for web and mobile apps for the clienteles. For the information of Mr. Ronnie, the Bharat Scouts and Guides is one of the largest youth organization with a membership of around 5.7 million uniform members spread all over the country, affiliated to World Organization of Scout Movement and World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts, which are also commonly known as WASM and WAGs throughout the world. Being a leading youth organization in the country, the BSG India is always trying to create active, responsible citizen and contribute to the nation. A series of webinar on upskilling our nation's young workforce was started on 8th December 2021, which is aired every Wednesday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. to motivate a large number of youths to take up skill development training. The training focuses on how to do something specific and results in a learned skill that can be put to immediate use to become self-reliant. The skills are such as 21st century skills, proficiency badges, career counseling, etc. Earlier, we have already completed 9 webinars successfully on very important topics like paralegal and advocacy skills, Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, skills of a leader and leadership styles, time management, team building and management, individual development of scouts guides, proficiency badges on ambulance man, and computer awareness, etc. As it is said that no technology that's connected to the internet is unhackable. It's very essential for our youth to learn that cybersecurity is a shared responsibility. And it boils down to this: in cybersecurity, the more systems we secure, the more secure we all are. So, on behalf of the national headquarters of BSG India, I take this humble opportunity to welcome Mr. Ronnie Das as a resource speaker on a very important topic, cybersecurity and safety, which is very essential for today's youth. And I am confident that Ronnie sir is the right person to address on such important topic today. I welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
I welcome
भारत के एक यंग सिक्योरिटी इंजीनियर को गूगल ने इनाम में लाखों रुपए दिए हैं। ये इनाम एंड्रॉयड प्लेटफॉर्म में गंभीर खामी खोजने के लिए दिया गया है। दरअसल टेक कंपनीज समय समय पर बाउंटी प्रोग्राम करती रहती है। इसके जरिए सॉफ्टवेयर या फिर वेबसाइट में खामी खोजने का इनाम दिया जाता है। कई भारतीय भी बाउंटी प्रोग्राम में हिस्सा लेकर इनाम जीतते रहते हैं। इस बार गूगल से असम के रॉनी दास ने इनाम पाया है। इसे लेकर द न्यूज मिल ने रिपोर्ट किया है। रिपोर्ट में बताया गया है कि एंड्रॉयड प्लेटफॉर्म में गंभीर खामी का पता लगाने पर गूगल ने रॉनी दास को $5000 यानी कि लगभग 3.5 लाख रुपए का इनाम दिया है। असम के रहने वाले रॉनी दास की रुचि शुरू से ही सिक्योरिटी रिसर्च में रही है। उन्होंने एंड्रॉयड फॉर ग्राउंड सर्विसेज में एक बग को लेकर रिपोर्ट किया। इससे बैंकिंग मैलवेयर और हैकर्स यूजर के डेटा को हैक कर सकते थे। उन्होंने वल्नरेबिलिटी के बारे में सबसे पहले इस साल मई में गूगल को बताया था। टेक जायंट ने सिक्योरिटी रिसर्चर रॉनी दास की बात को गंभीरता से लिया और इस खामी को खोजने के लिए उन्हें $5000 का इनाम दिया। रिपोर्ट के अनुसार रॉनी दास ने बताया कि कुछ दिक्कत का सामना करने पर वो एक सॉफ्टवेयर बना रहे थे। इस दिक्कत को दूर करने के दौरान उन्हें इस खामी का पता चला। इसे लेकर उन्होंने गूगल को मई में ही रिपोर्ट कर दिया था। इसके बाद से वो और कंपनी लगातार जानकारी एक्सचेंज कर रहे थे। लगभग 6 महीने के बाद गूगल ने इस बग के लिए उन्हें इनाम में $5000 दिए हैं। उन्होंने आगे बताया कि वो अभी इस खामी के टेक्निकल पार्ट के बारे में नहीं बता सकते हैं क्योंकि कंपनी ने अभी इसके लिए मना किया है। रॉनी दास के अनुसार इस खामी की वजह से एंड्रॉयड में बैकग्राउंड प्रोसेस को बिना डिटेक्शन के रन किया जा सकता था। यूजर को इस बारे में जानकारी नहीं होती थी। उन्होंने बताया कि आने वाले एंड्रॉयड वर्जन में इस बग को फिक्स कर लिया गया है। रॉनी दास अपनी एक कंपनी में सिक्योरिटी इंजीनियर के तौर पर काम कर रहे हैं। वो अपने आप को सेल्फ लर्नर बताते हैं। उन्हें शुरुआत से ही ये फील्ड पसंद थी। साल 2015 में वो जब 12वीं क्लास में थे तभी उन्होंने गुवाहाटी यूनिवर्सिटी की वेबसाइट में सिक्योरिटी खामी को खोजा था।
That's quite an interesting achievement, and we are happy that you are with us today, Ronnie sir. I welcome you once again. I also welcome all the honorable office bearers of the Bharat Scouts and Guides India. Welcome you all. I welcome the director, respected Shri Rajkumar Kaushik sir, and all the professionals of the Bharat Scouts and Guides National Headquarters. Welcome you all. I take the privilege of welcoming respected Shri S.S. Ray sir, Assistant Director, Northern Region, BSG India. I also take the privilege of welcoming the backbone and the leader of the event of this national level skill development program, respected Shri Analendra Sharma sir, Assistant Director, Northeast Region, BSG India. Welcome you, sir. I welcome each one witnessing the event in this vivacious evening. I heartily welcome you all. Thank you, and over to the MCs.
Thank you very much, Mr. Satyajit Chatterjee, sir. We are sure that we will enjoy this webinar and learn a lot from this. Today, we have the Google boy. Yeah, you heard it correct. Sounds exciting, isn't it, Vedadri?
Yeah, you are absolutely correct, Priyanka. It's the video which we have seen. There are a lot of achievements we have observed in that video. And you know one thing that Google said to Mr. Das, like as a recognition of your efforts, we would like to offer you a discretionary reward of $5,000. So please note that this is a one-time expectation to our normal procedures as a thank you for the high quality submission and follow-up information you provided. This is a peculiar note Google has given for our Mr. Das. And you know, Priyanka, Mr. Das' career achievements are like he works as a threat analyst and also a penetration tester and as a security engineer. All these were the career upgradings that he has gone through all about his career. So I think we are lucky enough that such a great person is with us. You have mentioned the Google boy. Yeah, that's a very absolute word. Yeah, with this quote, I heartily welcome Mr. Das onto the virtual stage. Sir, the stage is yours.
Thank you, everyone. I would like to introduce myself first. So my name is Ronnie Das. I live in Assam, Bongaigaon, and I basically do security research mainly on mobile applications and Android basically. And my work is basically related to just security, and professionally I am also a security engineer. I work at Eder Labs, and this is what exactly I do. I want to introduce myself because I just want you guys to know that from where I come and what I do, so that you can relate to my work. So I have some slides actually, so that I can I share the screen, please?
Yeah, the tech team will be providing you the access soon.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, you have been made the co-host. You may now share your screen.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Uh, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, I want to start with what exactly I do and my background. And I actually give a very brief information about me, but let's say according to the slides, I just want to start from the beginning. I work at Eder Labs, a Bangalore-based secure AI company, and I work for them as a security engineer. And uh, basically, I am in this field from 2013 itself. Basically, I have been like from the days where there's no information security. You cannot have a career on information security from those days. Basically, there was no future in India, at least, of related to information security. And there's a lot of people, or there's a lot of like, we already have a group on Facebook who used to do all of this from 2013 itself. So we used to do challenges. We used to hack, we used to make programs and used to hack them. So basically all these were going on 2013, and that is how exactly I started. When I used to wonder how people hack Facebook accounts, how I used to wonder how exactly all of these are done. And that is how I started by like joining a Facebook group and then starting gathering knowledge, all of that. So that is how I started from 2013. And uh, I love researching about malwares, how exactly malwares, in the sense, you can, if you want to know what exactly malware is, it's basically this word came from malicious software, which is basically, you call it virus, right? I love researching about viruses. Love how I love to know how all of these viruses work. And that is how exactly I founded the bug in Google. I was researching on Android malware, actually. And yeah, and all of these recently got viral on the internet about my finding on Google's Android product. And yes, everyone, this is what exactly I do. This is my background. This is how I started. So I just want to start with what exactly cybersecurity is, as this is very great initiative from Bharat Scouts and Guide about the about the awareness of the cybersecurity, spreading the awareness of cybersecurity. This is very important for India, actually. So thank you, everyone. And I'm switching my slides now. So what is cybersecurity? It's basically, in layman's terms, I don't want to go to very detailing, like the technical stuff. I just want to continue with the layman's terms. What is cybersecurity? It's basically an industry of billions and billions of rupees, where hackers try to protect organizations, bigger organizations like Google, Facebook, or even startups, right? So in exchange of money. How exactly this is done? This is basically, you can see the screen. This is how exactly it is done. And you can see the hacker is providing security to the organization, and the organization is providing money in exchange of what they're getting, right? This is how exactly the industry works. Before, on 2013-14, there was nothing like this. It was literally null. And so it recently developed in India from 2015 itself, after all the bug bounty programs came in place. And what exactly is the bug bounty program, right? In bug bounty programs, you basically, you can say, let's say you are a hacker, right? You can literally find a vulnerability. What exactly, let's say, let's come from the beginning. What is a vulnerability, right? A vulnerability is a security issue in a product or a website. and that is how it is spelled. It is called vulnerability. And basically, if you, let's say if you're finding a vulnerability in a bigger website, like huge companies, right, like Google, like Facebook, all of this, what all of these companies does is they provide a platform called bug bounty platform. All of these platform have one thing in common. They provide the list of websites. They tell you that hack us, and if you can hack us and find something very interesting in our website or product, like then we are going to pay you a good amount in exchange of money, right? All of these are done in exchange of money. And that is how the bug bounty, like the era, that is how the era started in 2015 itself, in India. So all of this is interesting, right? But it's way, like, it's not that easy to capture, right? So I'm here to tell you how exactly you can go about it in an easy way, right? So yep. So let's see how Acha, by the way, I want to confirm that if any of you like, if you have questions, you can directly ask on the chat. I'll try to answer. And yeah, let's get started. So I want to go what type of hackers are there, right? There are basically there's a lot of categories in the market. You can just search on Google what type of hackers are available. Like there's a lot of white hat, black hat, but basically all of this come down to only two things. One is good hackers, one is bad hackers, right? So good hackers are basically the hackers who try to report organizations about what they founded. Let's say I'm hacking Facebook, right? Like basically the company, right? I'm hacking Facebook's database or something. Or maybe you can just, whoever can, like whoever is hacking some big companies, right? They can just report it to the company, and they can get money in exchange of that, right? That is how the bug bounty programs work. So all of these, the activities which are done in a bug bounty program, or let's say bug bounty platform, all of these comes under the good category, right? All of these hackers are trying to bring some change to the organizations, trying to bring some change to the world, right? So on the bad hackers, right, you exactly know how bad hackers looks like, right? Who tries to hack into companies and organization, and try to threaten them in exchange of money or some personal political agenda. Let's say a hacker decides to hack into a company and steal all their data, right? In exchange, let's say a hacker hacks into a company and encrypts all your files and your folders, right? All the information, all the personal information, and then asks you money for that in return of the data, right? So that is how all these black hat world works. And all of these black hat stuffs are done on the dark internet, or the public call it dark internet. So that is basically like a network of computers where all of these like illegal stuffs are done. So yeah, we'll explore it later, but let's move to the next slide. Okay. So I want to come straight how exactly I got these questions a lot in my Instagram account, or my DM basically. So I thought of like explaining this to you, how to get started with cybersecurity, right? There's a lot of questions around. There's a lot of articles on the internet you can find, but like all of those are technical and totally like directly you cannot jump into such things, right? You have to understand how exactly all of these go. So the thing you have to understand before starting with cybersecurity is there's no spoon feeding. No one will come and directly spoon feed you some content and you will learn that way. That is not the way how exactly this is going to work. You have to do research. You have to do all of the stuffs by yourself. There's no specific roadmaps to be specific. And basically let's say you want to do a certificate called bachelor's in computer science, right? There's always a roadmap of something. Let's say you have to complete your 10th, and then you have to complete your 12th, and then you can do like bachelor's in computer applications, right? So that is how that's a roadmap. That's called a roadmap. But in cybersecurity there's no roadmap. you have to jump into a particular topic, and then you will jump from topic to topic. You'll learn something there, then you'll find new topic, and then you'll jump again from that topic. That is how exactly cybersecurity world works, and that is why it is a bit of confusion out there about getting into cybersecurity field. So before you start with cybersecurity, it's very important that you know programming, a bit of programming at least, any language. Let's say there's languages like Python, there's programming languages like PHP. At least you need to have a bit of knowledge on all of the topics before you start with cybersecurity, because it's all about breaking the code, right? It's cybersecurity is all about how you understand the code and you try to break it. That's what cybersecurity is. So when you talk about cybersecurity, there's no, it's basically ocean actually. Let's say someone says that they want to start with cybersecurity, right? It's not just one field. There's a lot of subcategories out there. In cybersecurity, you have I have listed some of those subcategories here. It's a web applications, which is basically, I'll explain it later, but let's try to understand this. There are some subcategories that are in cybersecurity. It's web applications. Basically, there's another which is called network security and mobile applications. By name, you understand that what mobile applications is, right? There are binaries, which are basically desktop applications. Let's say the exe files you download from the internet on your Windows desktop. Malwares and exploit development. So let's start what exactly this web application is, right? What exactly is and how it works. So web application security is basically about the websites, right? The websites you visit, the website you use, Facebook, Instagram, all of these have websites, right? Facebook.com, Instagram.com. So all of these are web applications. So the idea around web application security is securing these web applications, right? So let's say you have a website and you are trying to break into it, right? Normally in companies, what they do is they basically offer a web application and they tell you to break into it and find some vulnerabilities, find some security issues and report to us, right? That is how exactly you're going to deal with web applications. So I'm clearing out the idea of what exactly this field, the subcategories is all about, so that you want to know what exactly you are interested in, right? So this is very important. You understand the subcategories so that you can jump into one of these to start with cybersecurity, right? So basically, web application in a very simple term is you are going to deal with websites, just websites. And on the network security, this is another subcategory. You basically will be dealing with the computer networks, infrastructures, and stuff, right? Then you have mobile application security. So the mobile application security is basically the mobile applications. Let's say you have Android, right? Then you have iPhones, right? So all of these have mobile applications in them. You use mobile applications. Currently you're using this Zoom application, right? This is also a mobile application. There's also desktop applications, but that will come later. But we're talking about mobile applications. We'll continue with that context. So the Zoom application is a mobile application. There's a Google Pay. There's a lot of applications out there in the market, right? You have to understand how exactly this works in this specific subcategory. You have to understand how those applications are working internally. You have to understand how exactly these applications are built. Basically, mobile applications are built in many ways, but I'm listing out three. That is basically Java. You have to learn Java to understand mobile applications, how they work, and the development of mobile applications. The Java is a programming language, and you have to learn Kotlin if you don't want to continue with Java, or let's say if you want an alternative language to start with mobile applications, you can. I'm just talking with Android specific at the moment. So in Android, you have to learn Java or Kotlin to get started with mobile applications at the moment. And in iOS basically is an operating system for the iPhones, right? So how you're going to start with iOS? You have to. There's a programming language called Swift. You have to start with that language to get started with iOS applications. Both the fields are totally different. iOS have a lot of other topics, other subtopics, and Android has also other subtopics. So you have to get into one and then understand how exactly this works. That is how go about this field. And that is all about mobile application security and how exactly like this is another subcategory, right? So let's move to the next category. So the next category in cybersecurity is reverse engineering. Please do let me know if I'm talking very fast, because yeah, your feedback is important actually, so that I can talk slow or fast accordingly. So there's this is another category called reverse engineering, a field where you can reverse a piece of software to understand its flow or working and what it does, right? So this reverse engineering is basically used in malware industry in a very large scale for the cyber defense. Let's say your company, there's an organization which gets hacked through a virus, and the company wants to know that how exactly this virus affected my company, right? Let's say the company wants to know that what exactly affect, or how the virus has affected their company. Let's say uh, is there any data which was stolen? Is there someone who is still there on my computer? That is how what exactly you are going to find with reverse engineering. Reverse engineering is a field where you reverse software. This is basically, you understand, if you understand like how exactly the code works through the assembly, by reading assembly, right? So you have to basically understand how the code works on your computer, on your machine. So that is how you, like that is a subcategory where you have to reverse engineer a piece of software and understand how it works without having access to its code directly. So you will not have access to any virus code, right? That is totally impractical. So you have to reverse engineering that sample virus, and then you have to understand how exactly this virus is working, and that comes under cyber defense. So this is my favorite topic, malwares. So the malware, that this particular word comes from malicious software, and this is how the word is formed, malicious, and the mal from malicious, and the wares from the softwares, right? There's no good intention on creating malwares. There's always a bad intention of creating malwares, not if you are testing it locally, but let's say you are creating a malware. The malware cannot be for good intentions, right? It has to be some specific, very specific intention of creating it, right? It could be basically people create it for spywares. The spywares you heard recently was Pegasus. If you know exactly what it is, it's basically malware which recently went into news for some agendas, right? And people want to, let's say someone wants to harm someone, right? They want to exfiltrate private information from your device, your mobile phone, your computer system. They want your credit card informations, they want your photos, right? Gallery, camera, all of these. Someone wants all of your data, right? That's when people create malwares. That's what people create malwares for, and it's basically a very offense type of work, but this is very interesting. And basically malware developers are hired by state and the countries, the governments, for their own personal developments. But let's not get into deep into the malware section. Let's move into the other slides. There's another subcategory in cybersecurity called with exploit development. So what exactly exploit development is? It's basically, you can say, there are desktop applications, right? There are mobile applications, but there are a lot of vulnerabilities. When someone develops the code of a particular software, there's always a chance of having vulnerabilities in that, right? What do you mean by vulnerability? It's basically a security issue in the software, right? So there's always a possibility that there are some vulnerabilities on a software. It cannot be 100% secure, right? So those vulnerabilities which the vendor, or let's say the owner of the software who created the software, also doesn't know about it, right? Though those particular vulnerabilities are exploited by hackers, and that's where the field comes in, the exploit development. People create such exploits, people create such code that breaks another software, right? That's the field where this kind of people who are into exploit development are basically hired by nations, governments for the attack and defense systems. So we have completed one part of the slides. I want to know any of your, if you have any doubt on it. I want to know how exactly what exactly you understand. Like, do you have any questions? Okay, sure. Okay, so cyber safety, right? We want to understand what exactly, we have understood that what cyber security is, and now let's get into cyber safety. What exactly cyber safety is? So cyber safety basically is totally different from what cyber security is. Cyber safety is about the general public and someone who is not technical, right? Obviously technical people are also included, but this particular category is for someone who is not technically sound and want to be secured, right? But the thing is, security is very mandatory and everyone needs it, but not everyone gets it. So the thing about this line is basically everyone wants security, right? Everyone wants security and everyone wants to be secure in the online internet, but not everyone is secure because we are humans, right? And humans makes mistake, and that is what the exact point where hackers take hackers take the advantage of. Humans are very like prone to mistakes, and that is the plus point for the hackers where they try to exploit that particular part of area, right? That area, right? So the first thing that comes when we talk about human mistakes are basically the fear of missing out. Let's say someone is sending you a link on your Facebook and tells you that hey, can you go to this link and see someone just uploaded a video of yours, or someone who uploaded your picture of your on their account, or someone who created a fake account of yours, right? So this fear of someone has done something to me, someone is trying to hurt my reputation, someone is trying to do this and that on my name, right? This fear is basically the mistake humans make mostly, and this fear like basically get people hacked. So I have some bullet points where I will give some basic pointers where for surfing the internet safely. Okay. These are the tips I want to convey. So पहला टिप ये है कि stop your FOMO. तो जो fear of missing out है ना, ये बहुत dangerous है for humans to on the online space. So जो fear है ना, उसको थोड़ा सा कंट्रोल में रखना है, क्योंकि अगर कोई आपको मैसेज करता है कि आप डायरेक्टली आप इस लिंक पे जाओ, आपका पिक्चर किसी ने अपलोड कर दिया है या फिर आपका फेक अकाउंट बनाया गया है, आप इस लिंक पे जाओ और देखो, तो तब क्या होता है ना कि आप जो हैकर आपको हैक करना चाहता है उनके पास वैसा लिंक्स रहता है कि आपको कोई फेक वेबसाइट पे लेके जाए, सेम लुकिंग वेबसाइट, लेजिटिमेटली वेबसाइट, सेम कोई क्लोन वेबसाइट पकड़ लो, फेसबुक का क्लोन वेबसाइट हो गया या फिर इंस्टाग्राम का क्लोन वेबसाइट हो गया, आपको वैसे वेबसाइट पे लेके जाता है और आपको लॉगिन करवाता है। लॉगिन करते ही आपका जो पासवर्ड और जो भी ईमेल, जो भी क्रेडेंशियल्स है आपका, वो सब हैकर के पास चला जाता है। सो दैट इज ए वे वेयर हैकर्स try to use your fear of missing out into exploitation. So you have to basically watch URLs is basically जैसे आप कोई भी वेबसाइट विजिट करते हो ब्राउजर पे, लेट्स से गूगल क्रोम पकड़ लो, तो आप जब कोई वेबसाइट विजिट करते हो URL आपको उसका एक URL रहता है, ठीक है? तो URL क्या होता है, आप जो ब्राउजर होता है ना, ब्राउजर के आपके जो एकदम टॉप में आता है एक जैसे आप पकड़ लो www.google.com, राइट, तो वो एक यूआरएल है। तो जब आपको पता है कि हाँ जीमेल का यूआरएल आपका gmail.com है, जीमेल का यूआरएल gmail.com है, तो आपको पता है कि हाँ ये रियल वेबसाइट है, राइट। बट कोई फेक डोमेन तो बना ही सकता है, जैसे पकड़ लो abc.com, राइट। अगर कोई abc.com बना के जीमेल का क्लोन होस्ट कर दे उधर उस abc.com पे, फिर आपको abc.com कोई मैसेज कर देगा आप इस यूआरएल पे विजिट करो, आपके लिए इंटरेस्टिंग चीज है कुछ। तो आप उस यूआरएल पे विजिट करते हो, आपको दिखता है कि हाँ ये जीमेल है, तो मैं लॉगिन कर लेता हूँ, उसके बाद शायद दिखेगा आपको। आप लॉगिन कर लेते हो, आपका पासवर्ड चला जाता है, आप कहीं कुछ देख भी नहीं पाते हो, फिर आप इग्नोर कर देते हो कि हाँ कुछ था नहीं, बेकार था। तो ऐसे क्या होता है कि आपका पासवर्ड जो है ना वो ऑलरेडी हार्वेस्ट हो चुका है, हैकर के पास चला जा चुका है। तो आपको ना, आप लोगों को थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखना है जब आप कोई यूआरएल विजिट करते हो, थोड़ा यूआरएल को ध्यान में रखना है। एंड जो सेम पासवर्ड्स है, जैसे कि आप फेसबुक पे पासवर्ड यूज कर रहे हो, वो सेम पासवर्ड आपको इंस्टाग्राम में यूज नहीं करना है, और सेम पासवर्ड आप जीमेल पे यूज कर रहे हो, वो सेम पासवर्ड कहीं पर रीयूज नहीं करना है। सब सब पासवर्ड आपको यूनिक रखना है, क्योंकि अगर आपका कोई एक अकाउंट हैक हो जाता है, पकड़ लो आपका फेसबुक अकाउंट हैक हो गया, तो आपका जो सेम पासवर्ड है ना, हैकर्स का इंटेंशन रहता है कि अगर उनको कोई पासवर्ड एक मिलता है, ठीक है, ये मैं एक्सपीरियंस से बात कर रहा हूँ, हाँ अगर मुझे कोई पासवर्ड मिलता है, पकड़ लो, तो आपका एक पासवर्ड मिल गया, और मैं वो सेम पासवर्ड मैं हर आपके अकाउंट पे ट्राई करूंगा, एज ए हैकर मैं पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू बात कर रहा हूँ। तो मेरे को अगर आपका फेसबुक का पासवर्ड मिल गया, मैं सेम पासवर्ड आपका इंस्टाग्राम में ट्राई करेगा, मैं सेम पासवर्ड आपका जीमेल में ट्राई करेगा। तो ये जो पासवर्ड रीयूज है, ये बहुत डिसएडवांटेज है अगर आपका कोई अकाउंट कॉम्प्रोमाइज हो जाता है तब। बट आप क्या कर सकते हो, इसको काउंटर करने के लिए आप पासवर्ड मैनेजर यूज कर सकते हो, कोई सिक्योर पासवर्ड मैनेजर जो आपका पासवर्ड मैनेज करेगा। आपको बस राइट क्लिक कॉपी करना है, यूनिक पासवर्ड्स, सब वेबसाइट्स के लिए वो यूनिक पासवर्ड जनरेट कर देगा। बहुत सारे पासवर्ड मैनेजर्स अवेलेबल है ऑनलाइन, आप देख सकते हो गूगल प्ले स्टोर पे जाके। एंड लास्ट टिप जो है साइबर सेफ्टी के लिए, you have to watch out for permissions on an Android application as well, like अच्छा, so basically क्या है कि जब आप कोई एंड्रॉइड एप्लीकेशन इंस्टॉल करते हो आपके मोबाइल फोन पे, या फिर आप कोई एप्लीकेशन मोबाइल एप्लीकेशन इंस्टॉल कर रहे हो आपके आईफोन पे, राइट, तो उसका जो परमिशंस है ना, परमिशंस बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करता है अगर किसी का इंफॉर्मेशन हार्वेस्ट करना है। जैसे आप पकड़ लो कि मैं आपको एक एप्लीकेशन सेंड करता हूँ, बोलता हूँ कि आप ये इंस्टॉल कर लो, उसके बाद आपको कुछ रिवॉर्ड मिलेगा, लेट्स से कुछ कैशबैक या फिर कुछ ऐसा मिल रहा है, ठीक है, तो एक लिंक दे देता है आपको, आप इंस्टॉल कर लेते हो उसको। इंस्टॉल करने के बाद आपका परमिशन मांगता है कि फोटोज गैलरी का परमिशन दो, कैलेंडर का परमिशन दो, राइट, कॉन्टेक्ट का परमिशन दो। तो ये जो बेसिक सा ऐप है जिसको जो कैमरा यूज भी नहीं करेगा, वो कैमरा का परमिशन मांग रहा है, तो आपको ऑब्वियसली एक क्वेश्चन आना चाहिए आपके दिमाग में कि हाँ ये एप्लीकेशन कैमरा का कोई यूजेज ही नहीं है, इस एप्लीकेशन पे ये परमिशन क्यों मांग रहा है कैमरा का। तो ये सब जो थोड़ा सा चीजें, ये सब आपको देखना है बिफोर आप कोई भी परमिशन किसी को कोई भी एप्लीकेशन को दो, क्योंकि आप अगर परमिशन एक बार दे देते हो, फिर अगर वो इन्फॉर्मेशन आपसे ले रहा है, आप गैलरी का परमिशन दे रहे हो, एंड वो गैलरी का जितना भी आपका डेटा है आप उन हैकर के सर्वर पे ले रहा है, तो आपको इवन पता भी नहीं चलेगा कि हाउ एग्जैक्टली योर डेटा इज गोइंग इनटू हैकर सर्वर, और ये सब आपको पता नहीं चलेगा। तो आपको ये सब थोड़ा सा वॉच आउट करना है कि आप परमिशंस का थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखो जब भी आप एप्लीकेशन इंस्टॉल करो मोबाइल फोन पे, क्योंकि पर्सनल डेटा बहुत सारा रहता है, आपके गैलरी पे पर्सनल डेटा होगा, आपके कॉन्टेक्ट्स पे पर्सनल डेटा होगा, तो थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखना है आपके परमिशंस देते वक्त कोई भी एंड्रॉइड एप्लीकेशन को। और थर्ड पार्टी एप्लीकेशन इंस्टॉल नहीं करना है, जैसे गूगल प्ले स्टोर से अगर आप इंस्टॉल करते हो तो आपका कम चांसेस रहता है कि आप हैक हो, बट आप डायरेक्टली अगर कोई इंटरनेट से डाउनलोड करके कोई लिंक पे जाके कोई एपीके फाइल डाउनलोड करके अगर आप इंस्टॉल कर रहे हो आपके मोबाइल फोन पे, तो वो सेफ नहीं है, वो एकदम सेफ नहीं है, आपको पता भी नहीं है किसने अपलोड करके रखा है, राइट, सो दैट इज नॉट सेफ। ओके, सो ये जो एंड्रॉइड का मैं बात कर रहा था, जो भी एंड्रॉइड एप्लीकेशंस के बारे में बात कर रहा था, इसी चीज को लेके आई हैव basically prepared a case study on how exactly this loan app scam application is working, right. There's a very huge scam market in the India which is operating just for this. मैं ये जो टॉपिक है ना, मैं ये सजेस्ट करना चाहता हूँ क्योंकि मेरा जो क्लाइंट्स है, बहुत सारे क्लाइंट्स है जिनके साथ ऐसा हुआ है, एंड मैंने लाइव नोटिस किया है how exactly all of these are done, right? तो ये personal research on these scams. Okay, so let's get started with the case study. And before starting out this case study, I want to know if you have any questions, if you have any more questions, any recommendations for password managers. There's a password I personally use a password manager called KeyPass. I'm answering to the questions right now. You can use KeyPass, and this is basically offline password manager which uses a good amount of encryptions, and that is safe actually. That is not even online. You can trust it. Okay, so let's get started with the case study.
Sir, can we ask a question, sir? On behalf of attendees, we are panelists now. We are they are putting the chat box. I will. What type of strong passwords can we recommend for the common people for their what we call social media accounts, or else any Google account, something like that? What type of the strong password it comes under? Generally, we used to see in while we are putting the password, they used to say like eight characters should be there, something like that. So that should be rememberable, easily should be remembered, and that should be as a strong. How can that we can manage? Can you please tell that?
Yes. That is exactly the situation where the password manager comes in. And whenever you use a password manager, right, जब भी आप कोई password manager use करते हो, तो वो क्या करते हैं कि वो लोग खुद generate करके एक पासवर्ड देता है आपको, एक बहुत ही रैंडम पासवर्ड जो कि टोटली कंपेटेबल होगा, आपको याद रखने का भी जरूरत नहीं है. जैसे बहुत सारे आपका फेसबुक का एक पासवर्ड जनरेट हो गया, एक इंस्टाग्राम का जनरेट हो गया, तो वो पासवर्ड मैनेजर मैनेज करेगा. आपको क्या करना है, आप पकड़ लो कि आप लॉग आउट हो गए आपके फेसबुक से, ठीक है, और आपने पासवर्ड मैनेजर में आपका पासवर्ड फेसबुक का सेव करके रखा है. तो लेट्स से अभी क्या करना है आपको कि आपका पासवर्ड मैनेजर पे जाना है. पासवर्ड मैनेजर पे जाके आपको बस होल्ड करना है. अगर आप फोन यूज कर रहे हैं तो आप होल्ड करके रखना है, तो ऑटोमेटिक पासवर्ड कॉपी हो जाता है. फिर आपको पेस्ट करके कॉपी फेसबुक पे अगर पासवर्ड पेस्ट करके आप डायरेक्टली लॉग इन कर सकते हो. तो जो आपका ये जो रिमेंबर का जो भी रिमेंबर करना है पासवर्ड, ये जो स्पेस है ना, ये पासवर्ड मैनेजर आपको हेल्प कर देता है रिकवर करने के लिए.
Yeah, okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay, so before starting, let's get started with the case study itself. So the scam applications, how this loan scam works, right? So ऐसा होता है कि आपको पैसे की जरूरत है, ठीक है, हो ही सकता है, सबको जरूरत होता है पैसों की, राइट? सो आपको पैसे की जरूरत है. आप क्या करते हो, गूगल पे सर्च करते हो कि कोई लोन मिल सकता है क्या. आप जस्ट गूगल पे जाके रैंडमली सर्च करते हो, ठीक है. तो आपको वहां पर बहुत सारे एप्लीकेशन दिखता है कि आपको लोन दे रहा है विदाउट एनी डॉक्यूमेंट्स, विदाउट एनी केवाईसी, राइट? सो आप क्या करते हो कि हाँ, आपको सही लगता है कि केवाईसी नहीं है तो फटाफट मिल जाएगा लोन, राइट? तो आप क्या करते हो कि ऐप डाउनलोड कर लेते हो उनके. फिर वंस यू डाउनलोड द ऐप, यू गिव ऑल द रिक्वायर्ड परमिशंस टू दैट एप्लीकेशन. फिर एक बार आपने उस परमिशन दे दिया, ठीक है, परमिशन देने के बाद आपको वो लोन मिल जाएगा. ये मैं जो बात कर रहा हूँ अभी, ये रियल स्टोरी है, और ये रियल स्कैम अभी एट द मोमेंट इंडिया पे चल रहा है, ठीक है. तो आप लोन स्कैम को लोन ऐप को इंस्टॉल कर लेते हो, आपको लोन चाहिए ऑब्वियसली, आप परमिशन दे देते हो क्योंकि जरूरत है आपको. परमिशन के बिना ना ये एप्लीकेशन ऐसे करके कोडेड रहते हैं कि परमिशन के बिना आप इसको डायरेक्टली एक्सेस नहीं कर सकते हो. वो एप्लीकेशन क्विट हो जाएगा अगर आप परमिशन अलाउ नहीं करते हो. इस लॉजिक में कोडेड रहता है वो एप्लीकेशन. सो आपको परमिशन देना ही पड़ता है, मैंडेटरी है टू वर्कआउट. सो उसके बाद क्या होता है, आपको बैंक इंफॉर्मेशन प्रोवाइड करना पड़ता है. बैंक इंफॉर्मेशन के साथ आप फोन नंबर्स प्रोवाइड करते हो. फिर क्या होता है ना, ये जो एप्लीकेशन है, ये आपको लोन प्रोवाइड कर देता है. ये इन रियल आपको प्रोवाइड करता है लोन. आपके बैंक अकाउंट में पैसे भी आते हैं, ठीक है. बट क्या होता है कि पहला महीना जो फर्स्ट मंथ होता है, हाय विकास, you have any question? Okay, cool. So ये जो एप्लीकेशन है, ये पहला मंथ आपको पैसा दे देता है. पैसा देने के बाद क्या होता है, जो आपका ड्यू डेट है नेक्स्ट मंथ, आपको फिर से उनका इंटरेस्ट पे करना होता है लोन का. तो वो जो टाइम होता है ना, उतने मोमेंट पे आपने जो परमिशन देके रखे हैं, ठीक है, आपने जो परमिशन दिया था उनको जब आपने एप्लीकेशन इंस्टॉल किया था, उतने टाइम पे आपका जो भी आप ये वाला डायग्राम देख सकते हो कि आपने यहाँ पर लोन ऐप इंस्टॉल किया, आपने परमिशन दिया उनको। परमिशन देने के बाद क्या होता है कि आपका जो एक महीने बाद जो पैसा का रिटर्न करने का टाइम आता है ना, जो आपका बेसिकली आप जब इंटरेस्ट रिटर्न करते हो, उतने टाइम में आपने जो ऑलरेडी परमिशन दे के रखा है, कैमरा, कॉन्टेक्ट गैलरी, ये सब जो डेटा है ना आपके फोन से एक्सफिल्ट्रेट होके आपके फोन से लेके हैकर अपना खुद के सर्वर पे स्टोर कर लेता है। फिर क्या होता है कि आप जब पे नहीं कर पाते हो, पकड़ लो आपका डेट मिस हो गया, या फिर थोड़ा डिले हो गया पेमेंट आपको रिकवर करने में या फिर रिटर्न करने में, ठीक है, वो ये लोग क्या करते हैं, आपका जितना भी कॉन्टेक्ट है, कॉन्टेक्ट का डेटा लेके रखता है। तो कॉन्टेक्ट when they have the context information, right, there's a lot of people you respect, there's a lot of people who respects you, right, on your circle. So ये क्या करते हैं कि ये जो भी डेटा लेके रखते हैं, इनको ना आपके फोटोज, आपके गैलरी में जो भी फोटोज मिला है आपका, आप पकड़ लो आपका पर्सनल फोटो हो गया, आपका कुछ ऐसा फोटो जो आप शेयर नहीं करना चाहते थे ऑनलाइन, ठीक है, ये सब फोटोज कलेक्ट करके आपके बारे में उल्टा सीधा जो भी गंदा जो भी मिलता है उनको, जो भी मिलता है वो सब लिख के, आपका जो कॉन्टेक्ट इन्फॉर्मेशन इन्होंने लिया था, वो सब कॉन्टेक्ट पे ये लोग मैसेज सेंड करना स्टार्ट करते हैं और आपको थ्रेटन करते हैं कि अगर आप मुझे ये जितना पैसा हम लोग मांग रहे हैं वो अगर आप लोग नहीं देते हो, तो आपका जितना भी फोटोज है ये सब आपका कॉन्टेक्ट पे एक एक करके मैं लीक करते रहूंगा, एक एक करके मैं लीक करूंगा, आपका जो रेपुटेशन है वो मैं बर्बाद कर दूंगा। तो इनका जो इंटेंशन होता है ना, ये डायरेक्टली माइंड गेम्स खेलते हैं, ठीक है, क्योंकि अगर आपका कॉन्टेक्ट लेके अगर कोई बोलता है, आपका कॉन्टेक्ट को अगर आपका फोटो या फिर नाम या फिर आपका जो भी पर्सनल फोटोज है वो लेके अगर कोई आपको ब्लैकमेल करता है कि आप पैसा नहीं दे रहे हो मेरा, इसीलिए ये ऐसा आदमी है, ये पैसा नहीं देता है, ये सब लिख के आप कॉन्टेक्ट को सेंड करते हैं हैकर्स जो भी दूसरे साइड में रहते हैं, ठीक है। तो ये जो प्रोसेस है, ये डायरेक्टली माइंड गेम्स खेलने वाला प्रोसेस है। तो आपको एट द एंड वो लोग मजबूर कर देता है कि आप पैसा पे करो, वरना आपका रेपुटेशन हर्ट हो रहा है, क्योंकि रेपुटेशन सबके लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है, सबके पास रेपुटेशन अपना, तो वो बचाने के चक्कर में वो लोग पैसा दे देते हैं, फिर उसके बाद वो लोग और ज्यादा पैसा मांगते हैं, फिर और पैसा दे देते हैं। तो ये जो प्रोसेस स्टार्ट होता है ना, ये प्रोसेस आपका जो पहला मैं बोला था ना कि आपको जरूरत है कुछ, फिर आप कुछ डाउनलोड कर लेते हो, परमिशन देते हो, वहां से ये जो स्कैम है स्टार्ट होता है। अगर आप वो प्रोसेस अगर आप मिस कर जाते हो, अगर आप नहीं करते हो, तो आप ऐसे स्कैम से बच जाते हो। तो ऐसे थर्ड पार्टी ऑनलाइन एप्लीकेशन सबको इंस्टॉल नहीं करना है, डाउनलोड भी नहीं करना है। तो आप ये डायग्राम देखो आप कैसे वर्क कर रहे हैं, दिस इज हाउ एग्जैक्टली द स्कैम ऐप वर्क्स, एंड दिस इज बेसिकली हाउ इट वर्क्स, एंड वेरी सिंपल, इसमें कुछ कॉम्प्लिकेटेड नहीं है, ये बस आपको ब्लैकमेलिंग का सिस्टम क्रिएट करता है, आपका कॉन्टेक्ट, कैमरा और गैलरी का डेटा लेके, और फिर आपको ब्लैकमेल करता है, आपका कॉन्टेक्ट जो भी लिया वहां पर मैसेज करता है आपका पर्सनल फोटोज देके कि आप मेरे को पैसा दो, नहीं तो आपको आपके कॉन्टेक्ट में मैं ये सब फैला दूंगा, उल्टा सीधा रूमर्स, ये सब। तो दिस इज हाउ एग्जैक्टली द लोन ऐप वर्क्स, एंड मैं आपको इम्पैक्ट दिखाना चाहता हूँ कि हाउ दिस पर्टिकुलर स्कैम हैज इम्पैक्टेड इंडिया, दिस इज हाउ इम्पैक्टिंग द यूथ, बिकॉज जो यूथ है ना उनको पैसे की जरूरत है, ठीक है, हमेशा घर से पैसे नहीं लेते लोग, तो समवन वांट्स टू लाइक डू समथिंग राइट, तो वो लोग क्या करते हैं, लोन ले लेते हैं गलती में, ठीक है। तो that is affecting, this scam is affecting the youth of India. I want to show how much impact this is making, and for that I have a particular video. Before I start with the video, right, मैं बोलना चाहता हूँ कि this is how you can be safe from all of this, and this particular loan scam, आप कैसे इस सब scam से बच सकते हो. These are some pointers I want to discuss. Not discuss, I just want to briefly read it out, right? So do not install any third party application other than from Google Store, right? Google Play Store के बिना आप कोई भी third party applications यूज मत करो. Recently Google Play Store पे भी ऐड हुआ था ऐसा बहुत सारे लोन applications, but हमारे गवर्नमेंट ने बहुत ही अच्छा स्टेप लिया. हमारे वो सब जो भी applications लोन का स्कैम ऐप था वो सब हटा दिया गया है गूगल प्ले स्टोर से. हमारे गवर्नमेंट ने बहुत अच्छा स्टेप लिया है. सो गूगल प्ले स्टोर पे अभी बहुत ही कम चांसेस है डायरेक्टली आपका हैक होने का, बट देयर आर चांसेस, सो यू हैव टू लुक आउट फॉर द परमिशंस. सो आप डायरेक्टली इंटरनेट से एप्लीकेशंस एपीके फाइल्स डाउनलोड करके इंस्टॉल ना करें. installing apps from Google Play Store lowers your chances of getting hacked. Yes, of course. So आप अगर गूगल प्ले स्टोर से इंस्टॉल करते हो कोई ऐप तो आपका कम चांसेस रहता है. मैं ये नहीं बोलूंगा कि आपका चांसेस मतलब चांसेस रहता ही नहीं है हैक होने का, बट देयर आर चांसेस, क्योंकि पहले भी ऐसा हो चुका है कि गूगल प्ले स्टोर से भी इंस्टॉल करके हैक हुए हैं लोग. एंड इसके वजह से ही मैं आपको परमिशंस के बारे में बताना चाहता हूँ कि आप परमिशंस जब भी गूगल प्ले स्टोर से भी अगर इंस्टॉल करते हो तो बिना देखे आप परमिशंस को डायरेक्टली अलाउ मत करो. आप थोड़ा देखो, जज करो वो एप्लीकेशन क्या काम करता है. अगर वो एप्लीकेशन कोई लोन ऐप है तो फोटोज का परमिशन लेने का कोई मतलब ही नहीं है, राइट. आपका कैलेंडर का कोई कैलेंडर का एप्लीकेशन आपने डाउनलोड कर लिया, ठीक है, कोई फैंसी कैलेंडर का एप्लीकेशन, वो मांग रहा है आपका माइक्रोफोन का एक्सेस. कैलेंडर को क्या करना है माइक्रोफोन से, राइट. सो ऑल दिस लॉजिक यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि आपको हमेशा हर परमिशन देने का जरूरत नहीं है, एंड यू हैव टू वॉच आउट फॉर दिस सो दैट you can be safe from all of these scams, right? So I want to मैं ये वीडियो दिखाना चाहता हूँ how exactly this is impacting. This is from a news channel video, and let me play this out, right? Let me play the video. Hello panelist, can I play the video?
Yes, sir. You can play.
Okay, thank you.
Can you share that one with the sound? You should enable the sound.
Right. Do I have to keep the mute, or do you have to unmute
You
it?
have to close. You have to close, and again you have to reshare with sound.
Okay. How do I do it?
You just click on stop sharing.
Stop sharing. Okay. One second. Yep.
While sharing, you will find an option.
Okay.
Share with sound.
Share with song, right?
Left side.
Right. Got it.
You have to click and you have to play.
Got it.
Done.
Thank you. Do let me know if you can hear it. I'm playing it again.
The Reserve Bank of India
Yeah,
today.
we can hear you.
Okay. Thank you. I'm playing it again. Okay.
The Reserve Bank of India today issued strong warnings on a new avatar of digital loan sharks that have cropped up, especially in the post-lockdown period when many people had lost jobs and all operations shifted online. It's now turning out to be a multi-crore, multi-city money lending racket. 3 people are said to have died by suicide because of pressure by online agents.
Ushamani says her daughter had died by suicide, unable to bear the non-stop calls and harassment she faced after she reportedly borrowed 5,000 rupees through an online money lending app. The 25-year-old MBA from Vizag had no job and borrowed the money during the lockdown period to help the family.
వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత నేను ఎప్పుడు పిల్లకి ఎమ్మటే ఫోన్ చేసుకోవడం నాకు అలవాటు. ఆ అలవాటు మీద ఫోన్ చేశాను. చేస్తే లిఫ్ట్ చేయలేదు పాప. లిఫ్ట్ చేయకపోతే మళ్ళీనేమో మా అబ్బాయి చేశాను. మా అబ్బాయి చేస్తే అక్క స్నానం చేస్తాను పెద్దమ్మ బయట నుంచోమంది నన్ను అన్నాడు.
3 deaths by suicide were reported in and around Hyderabad this month. One of a government agriculture officer, another a techie, third a farmer. All borrowed money online and were threatened and abused by telecallers from online app companies who accessed contacts to publicly humiliate them. Hyderabad and Cyberabad police have started a massive crackdown on what appears to be a new avatar of loan sharks, operating through digital platforms and dozens of online apps that offer instant cash at rates of interest ranging from 30% to 50%. Repayment timeline is between a week and fortnight.
They are also active in the national capital region, and so far about 150 laptops have been seized, servers have been seized, and about 8 people have been arrested.
After multiple raids in Hyderabad and Gurugram, where hundreds of telecallers were employed to lure potential customers and intimidate and coerce like recovery agents, the police have booked multiple cases and arrested nearly 20 people who acted as managers or directors. Among those arrested by the Cyberabad police is a 32-year-old engineer with a MS degree from the US who developed and sold loan apps and also established his own 2 money lending companies. 75 bank accounts holding 423 crore rupees have been frozen. 200 more accounts are being examined. There are at least 60 such online apps that can be downloaded, and the entire operation seems to be quite mind-boggling, running across cities and running into thousands of crores of rupees. Hyderabad police in fact is also investigating a Chinese link and a Jakarta angle. And parallels are also being drawn to an online gaming racket that was unearthed earlier, where you had shell companies, digital wallets, multiple bank accounts through which money was flowing. They're also investigating if the funds were going out of the country. The RBI has now warned people about falling prey to illegal online digital platform apps that lend at high interest rates, access private data unwittingly shared, and use high-handed recovery methods. In Hyderabad, with camera person Nagraju, Uma Sudhir, NDTV.
Hi, my name is Liam.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay, thank you. So you can see, right, आप देख सकते हो कि how exactly these loan scams are impacting, like destroying youth, right? The just पैसा, थोड़ा सा पैसा किसी को लेंड करके उसके बाद उनको हरास करके, राइट, उनका पर्सनल पिक्चर्स लेके उनके कॉन्टेक्स्ट को बोलना, या फिर वो ये सब करके उनका रेपुटेशन हर्ट करना, फिर उसके बदले में और ज्यादा पैसा लेना, जितना उन्होंने प्रोवाइड किया उससे ज्यादा पैसा लेते हैं रिटर्न में. सो ऑल ऑफ दिस आर अफेक्टिंग यूथ, राइट? सो मैं ये चाहता हूँ कि ये जो टोटल एक्सपीरियंस है, जो मैंने देखा है मेरे क्लाइंट्स में, ये जो भी मैं शेयर कर रहा हूँ अभी, इसको ज्यादा शेयर होना चाहिए कि पता लगे कि लोगों की हाउ एग्जैक्टली दिस आर हैपनिंग, राइट? तो इनको अवेयरनेस होना चाहिए कि ये सब लोन ऐप ना इंस्टॉल करे थोड़े से पैसे के रिटर्न पे. आई थिंक सबको थोड़ा सा एटलीस्ट थोड़ा सा अवेयरनेस होना चाहिए कि ऐसे डायरेक्टली लोन्स नहीं मिलता है, और कोई प्राइवेट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ऐसे लोन्स देने के लिए एलिजिबल नहीं है, उनको थोड़ा सा पता होना चाहिए. एंड आई थिंक ये जो मैं भी शेयर कर रहा हूँ ये बहुत लोगों तक पहुंचेगा, and they will understand and they will realize how exactly this is working, right? So let's get into the next slide. And before I move to the next slide, right, I want to know if you have any questions.
Participants, you may use the Q&A button to, if you have any questions, you can ask Ronnie sir, don't hesitate. He will clarify all your doubts. Thank you.
Ronnie, there is a chatting you can see from Uday. In my Facebook account, some friend acceptance are coming of those people to whom I never sent any friend request. Why and how? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. So basically, Uday, right? So what happened, I think, is I'm not sure about it, but this could be a possibility. You either have signed up for some services like Facebook auto likers, who have already taken access to your access tokens of your Facebook account. Access token is basically a mechanism where the company Facebook provides you an access token, right? Those access tokens are used to develop other applications which integrate Facebook applications. जो कोई पकड़ लो, मैं एक थर्ड पार्टी ऐप यूज कर रहा हूँ, तो मुझे फेसबुक का इंटीग्रेशन चाहिए. आप देखते होगे कि साइन अप विद फेसबुक, राइट? तो एट द मोमेंट आप साइन अप करते हो विद फेसबुक, राइट, दे टेक some data of yours, some personal data, some personal particular thing specific to your Facebook account, so that they can identify you as a person, right? So जब आप शेयर करते हो कोई एक्सेस टोकन कोई एप्लीकेशन के साथ, उनके पास परमिशंस मांगते हैं. तो अगर आप वो परमिशन किसी को दे के रखे हो गया, कोई अगर यूज कर पा रहा है मेरे डेटा, तो उस मोमेंट पे भी होता है. बट आई एम नॉट श्योर अबाउट इट, क्योंकि मैंने रिसर्च नहीं किया इस पे आपके अकाउंट पे, सो मुझे उतना आइडिया नहीं है. मैं बस जो भी मेरा अंडरस्टैंडिंग है मैं उससे बोल रहा हूँ. और आई थिंक अगर आपने से फ्रेंड रिक्वेस्ट सेंड नहीं किया और खुद ऐसा आपका कोई एक्सेप्ट कर रहा है रिक्वेस्ट, राइट, तो इधर किसी के पास ऑलरेडी एक्सेस है आपका अकाउंट का एंड वो यूज कर रहा है उस अकाउंट को, ऐसा भी हो सकता है। एंड आप, आई थिंक सोल्यूशन ये है कि आप पासवर्ड चेंज कर लो। आप देखो जो एप्स एंड वेबसाइट्स रहता है सेटिंग्स एंड प्राइवेसी में, फेसबुक अकाउंट के जो एप्स एंड सेक्शन है, एप्स एंड प्राइवेसी एंड सिक्योरिटी का, उस पर आप जाके देखोगे उधर एप्स बोल के एक सेक्शन है, ठीक है। अगर आप किसी को एक्सेस दे के रखे हो आपके एक्सेस टोकन या फिर कोई एप्लीकेशन के साथ आप कनेक्टेड हो एक्सटर्नली फेसबुक अकाउंट से, तो आपको दिख जाएगा कि कौन सा एप्लीकेशन आपका फेसबुक अकाउंट यूज कर रहा है। तो आप उनको रिवोक कर सकते हो। अगर आपको लगता है कि आपने इनको अलाउ नहीं किया है आपके फेसबुक अकाउंट पे एक्सेस करने के लिए, तो आप उनको रिवोक कर सकते हो वहां से। एंड सोल्यूशन ये होगा कि आप पासवर्ड चेंज कर लो। पहला ऑप्शन तो ये है कि पासवर्ड चेंज कर लो आप, वो बेटर है।
Sir, one more thing, like generally as a common people, we used to get messages like something a loan like our number has been selected for so and so loan schemes. In emails also we used to get some phishing mails like our account has been selected for such huge amount of money like that. So what are the steps can we take to avoid such type of attractions and attacks, sir? This is a basic common problem what we are getting in at present Indian system.
Right. So yeah, you are correct. मतलब बहुत लोग रिसीव करते हैं, there's a lot of people who are receiving such spam mails, spam messages about loan getting approved and all of that, right? अगर आपको पता है कि आपने लोन के लिए अप्लाई किया ही नहीं है, तो फर्स्ट थिंग ये है कि आपने अगर लोन के लिए अप्लाई नहीं किया तो देयर इज नथिंग दैट कैन बी अप्रूव्ड, राइट? सो देयर इज नो वे समवन इज मैजिकली अप्रूविंग योर लोन्स, राइट? सो वो आपको थोड़ा सा लॉजिक ध्यान में रखना है कि डायरेक्टली ये सब लिंक्स पे क्लिक ना करें। कोई भी अगर अननोन लिंक लगता है जो कि आपको पता है कि आपको रिसीव नहीं होने वाला था ये, तो आप वैसे लिंक्स पे क्लिक ना करें। थोड़ा जो फियर ऑफ मिसिंग आउट है, जो मैंने पहले बात किया था स्लाइड्स के स्टार्टिंग पे, वो आपका थोड़ा सा कंट्रोल में रखें। और डायरेक्टली कोई भी लिंक पे क्लिक करने की जरूरत नहीं है अनटिल एंड अनलेस कोई ऑफिशियल वर्क ना हो या फिर कोई आपको पता है कोई ट्रस्टेड आदमी से आ रहा है वो लिंक, राइट? तो डायरेक्टली किसी भी अननोन लिंक्स पे नहीं क्लिक करना है, क्योंकि हो सकता है कि कोई एप्लीकेशन डाउनलोड हो जाए आपके फोन पे, राइट? हो सकता है कि आपको कोई फिशिंग वेबसाइट पे लेके जाए, हो सकता है कि आपका कोई ब्राउजर एक्सप्लॉइट कर रहा हो, कोई ब्राउजर पे कुछ अटैक्स प्लान कर रहा हो, राइट? तो वो सब थोड़ा ध्यान रखना है कि डायरेक्टली कोई भी लिंक्स पे नहीं क्लिक करना है अनटिल एंड अनलेस वो ट्रस्टेड सोर्स से आ रहा है। लेट्स से आपके फैमिली मेंबर से, लेट्स से कोई गवर्नमेंट ऑफिशियल से, राइट? या फिर कोई गवर्नमेंट ऑफिस से। सो वो सब ध्यान रखना है, थोड़ा सा कंट्रोल में रखना है।
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So
there's a question in sorry to interrupt, Mr. Ronnie. There's a question in YouTube. Where can I get the best course for cyber security and safety online?
Good question. So let me tell you. So there's a lot of courses available online, right? There's a lot of courses where you can get started. I would say get started with web application security mainly, because that is very easy to grab and it's very fast and result oriented. You will constantly, you will instantly get results when you try something on a website and you instantly get a result. It like make you a little bit more confident, right? So I would say start with web security. There's a lot of courses available online about web security. If you want to go international, there's a lot of good courses internationally. You can opt for them. There's a company called eLearn Security, right? There's a company called, for web security mainly, there's a company called eLearn Security. They offer a lot of great courses about web security. There's another company called Offensive Security. It's an international brand and they offer one of the best courses out there, right? That is totally unmatchable. They provide a very practical course and that is really good. I have seen a lot of people's, right? I've seen the exams, I've seen their syllabus, right? It's really great. And you can just search on Google OSCP review. There's a certification called OSCP, and if you search on Google offensive security certified professional review, you will understand you will get a lot of articles about it. बहुत सारे articles मिलेंगे और आप उस articles को पढ़ के समझ सकते हो कि how what exactly they are offering. So I think you can, if you want to start with web applications, you can start with eLearn security, and if you want to start with let's say all of the mixtures, right, web network and all of that, you can start with OSCP, offensive security certified professional. And these two are very really good courses, and if you want to take it, just take it without thinking. Like, this is very good courses.
Yeah, thank you very much, Rani sir.
Thank you. Okay, so let's continue to the next slide. So it is about another case study I want to discuss. The last case study we discussed was the loan scam applications, right? So, and this is about the Pegasus. This is basically a spyware. You can call it a spyware, which is developed by a company called NSO Group. And this development, the software development of this specific thing is going on from 2011. The Wikipedia claims about it. So the thing about Pegasus is it's a Android and iOS malware, where it's basically if I use a layman's term, right, I'll call it a virus for the general public. It's a mobile virus that need no installation and no click on links. You don't have to click on a link. You don't have to install anything on your mobile phone. You can just be hacked just by knowing your phone number or a message, or even just your Apple ID, right? There's no need of even installing anything on your phone. You don't have to click any links specifically to get hacked. You can just get hacked by using this if someone is using this Pegasus against you. So this is a very complicated and sophisticated malware which was created by the Israel's company called NSO Group, and it was recently into very trending topic, and it's very interesting malwares. So basically what this Pegasus would do, like ये Pegasus क्या कर सकता था, उसका मैंने pointer बनाया. So basically ये list में आता है कि आप टेक्स्ट मैसेजेस रीड कर सकते हो अगर पेगासस से अफेक्टेड होते हो, ठीक है? तो उसका कोई भी जो भी अफेक्टेड है पेगासस से, हैकर्स टेक्स्ट मैसेजेस रिसीव कर सकते हैं, कॉल्स ट्रैक कर सकते हैं, जो भी पासवर्ड्स आप यूज करते हो, जैसे गूगल पे हो गया, जैसे आप फेसबुक पे पासवर्ड यूज कर रहे हो, इंस्टाग्राम पे पासवर्ड टाइप कर रहे हो, राइट? तो वो सब पासवर्ड्स कलेक्ट कर सकता है, लोकेशन ट्रैक कर सकता है आपका, माइक्रोफोन से आपको लिसन कर सकता है, एंड ऑल्सो कैमरा. आप ऐसे मोबाइल यूज कर रहे हो, ऐसे बैठो, आपका कैमरा एक्सेस करके आपका फोटो भी ले सकता है. So all of these are possibilities, and which the Pegasus malware claims, right? So this is a very sophisticated malware, and it's very dangerous, very dangerous. So let's get into the next slide to understand it better. So before I go into a bit of depth, I want you to understand what exactly a zero-day vulnerability is. And if you want to understand a bit about it, you have to understand what a zero-day vulnerability is, right? A zero-day vulnerability is a software, is an issue in a software, a security issue in a software that exists, but the vendor or owner of that software is not aware of the same. What this means is basically, let's say you are using Gmail, right? As a mail vendor, like as a mail user, right? Email user. So who owns Gmail? Google, right? So let's say some hacker finds a very serious security issue in Gmail, which Google also does not have any information about, and even normal public do not have any information about, right? And that vulnerability, that security issue which the hacker found and no one knows about, is called zero-day. So basically only one person, or let's say group of person, will know about this vulnerability, is basically the hackers, right? That is a zero-day attack, and that is a zero-day vulnerability. That is a security issue no one will ever know, and people can just hack you with that and can do whatever they want, right? That is very, very serious thing. And all these 0 days are sold on black market for millions and millions of rupees, right? We'll come to that later, but let's get to the next point. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so the Pegasus, the malware which I was talking about, right, just a moment before. So that particular malware used 30 days on just hacking iPhones. So this malware was using internally, their code was using 30-day attacks to make this total process happen. And like without even clicking, without even, all of these are done by the 0 days, right? All of these are possible just because of the 0 days. And these 0 days are worth millions and millions of rupees. And that is why this malware is so dangerous. And I just want to, like, last time I gave this particular video, like I showed, I made you watch a video, right? So I also have another video on Guardian itself, and it's very, very informative video, and I just want you guys to watch it so that you can understand the Pegasus better. So I'm sharing the video. Okay. Okay, can I share the video?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Do let me know if you can hear the sound.
With just
hi, so basically you guys saw that, right? You guys watched it. So this is what exactly a 0 day vulnerability means. And this 0 day vulnerability, how exactly can you be like safe from it, right? You would ask, आप कैसे ये सब vulnerability से बच सकते हो? 0 day vulnerabilities जो भी मैंने बताया और जो भी इस Pegasus malware में यूज हुआ था, जो भी 0 day vulnerability, वो सबसे आप कैसे बच सकते हो? नॉर्मल तो malware से आप बच जाओगे, कोई टिप्स फॉलो कर लिए आपने कुछ प्रोग्राम्स इंस्टॉल कर लिए जो आपको ये सब अलर्ट करते रहे, ठीक है? तो वो सबसे बच जाओगे. बट 0 day vulnerability या फिर 0 day अटैक से कैसे आप बच सकते हो? एक्चुअली रियलिटी ये है कि आप, देयर इज नो वे to detect 0 day vulnerabilities being exploited. There is no way आप बच सकते हो directly 0 day vulnerability. मतलब मुझे बुरा लग रहा है कि मैं इसका कोई सोल्यूशन नहीं दे पा रहा हूँ डायरेक्टली ऐसे वर्बली, बट ऐसा है कि आप नहीं बच सकते. इवन मैं या फिर मेरे जैसे और भी बहुत सारे हैकर्स है जो लिटरली 0 डेज से सेफ नहीं है. तो ये इम्पॉसिबल है कि आप 0 day vulnerability को काउंटर करो, क्योंकि उसके लिए मतलब पॉसिबल नहीं है. दिस इज प्रैक्टिकल एंड को पॉसिबल नहीं है डायरेक्टली आप उसको वो करो. तो बेसिक जो हम लोग सिक्योरिटी, जो भी बेसिक हम लोग सिक्योरिटी कंट्रोल्स है, राइट? जैसे पासवर्ड रीयूज ना करना, कोई डायरेक्टली कोई लिंक्स क्लिक ना करना, तो ये सब फॉलो करने से हम लोग बेसिक सिक्योरिटी जरूर मेंटेन कर सकते हैं. वो एटलीस्ट हम लोग कर सकते हैं क्योंकि वो हमारे कंट्रोल पे है, राइट? तो वो हम लोग कर सकते हैं. बट दिस 0 day is not in our control, right? If some state or nation is using 0 day against general public, right, you cannot directly counter it. You do not have control to it, right? You do not have control in it, and no one will be able to control. Even the government will not be able to control, right? To even let's say some other nation is trying to attack our government, right? So उस मोमेंट पे भी अगर 0 day को यूज कर रहा है कोई पर्टिकुलर नेशन है, उस टाइम भी हम लोग डिफेंस नहीं कर सकते डायरेक्टली. बट यस, वी कैन अंडरस्टैंड द ब्रीच, वी कैन डू एनालिसिस, राइट? You have to like basically like there's a lot of experts who does all of this analysis. The Pegasus analysis were done by a lot of great security researchers. So there are people who try to understand the malware, understand how exactly it works, what it is affecting after someone is getting affected, right? That is how they are collecting the samples. That is how they know that someone is being affected by a virus, and I want to understand how this virus works. These people are called malware analysts, and these people are very, very important, and I already discussed it about in a subcategory on cybersecurity, right? These people are very, very important on this scenario where they have to analyze a particular malware. They understand it, they tell the government they tell the general public, they tell the companies, organizations that this is how exactly this particular virus is working, and you have for the safety, so the safety purposes, these are the components that the company needs to fix. These are the things that needs to be avoided, and that is how you exactly go about it, the 0-day vulnerabilities. So yes, this is exactly what I want to convey today, and I hope you have understood this, what exactly how these Pegasus, how these loan applications are working, right? So yeah, I'll take questions if you have any.
Yes, sir. There is a question from attendees part. There are many applications on social. There are many applications from like mobile, what we call Play Store, to safeguard the attacks that comes in mobiles and that can be cleared, which identifies the particular attack that attacks our mobile. So, is there any specific apps, such kind of things like that, sir, or it's just like a bakwas, something like that? Can you give brief about that?
Right. There are applications. Of course, there are a lot of applications available on the market to tell you that if your mobile application is being watched, if you're sorry, not mobile application, if your mobile is being watched, if your personal data is being exfiltrated, right? There's a lot of application that also even includes AI to analyze all of the network and things, right? To tell you that if your mobile is being attacked already, or let's say someone has hacked you already. So there's an application called Lookout, right? There's an application called Lookout. There's another application from Malwarebytes. It comes with a mobile application version. You can just download it and you can just go that way. Just you can scan your mobile phone for viruses. Let's say there's a malicious application already installed on your phone, right? It will detect it and it will tell you that yes, this is exactly what is affecting your phone or mobile phone, and you can just get the information, right? Many times ऐसा भी होता है कि कुछ false positive information भी आ जाए. हमेशा 100% करेक्ट नहीं आता है, ठीक है? कभी भी क्या होता है कि फॉल्स इन्फॉर्मेशन भी आता है कि हाँ ये पर्टिकुलर एप्लीकेशन मैलिशियस है. कभी कभी लेजिट एप्लीकेशंस को भी मैलिशियस डिटेक्ट कर लेते हैं वो सब एप्लीकेशंस, राइट? वो टेक्निकल इशू नहीं है, वो नॉर्मली होता है कभी कभी ऐसा, कोई मतलब कोई ह्यूज वो नहीं है. बट हाँ, आप ये सब एप्लीकेशंस यूज कर सकते हो फॉर बेसिक्स अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ like your mobile phone, right? Is it secure or it is not? Like they give you the basic information about it. Okay, so yeah, let's finish this particular slide, and yeah, I don't have any more in my plate at the moment. But yes, after this session, right, I'll not be able to answer all of your questions. For that, you can follow me on Instagram if you want to basically ask more questions about. I am available for Instagram and Facebook if you want to ask more questions. If you want to if you have any doubts, you can just directly ping me on Instagram. These are my usernames. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ranidas ji. It was indeed our best and a superb session filled with a lots of knowledge. And I'm sure that our youth is now in a safe security zone. Your research is highly appreciated, and with a huge respect, we all thank you for being with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Ronidas ji. Actually, with your wonderful section, some basic tips you have given for all of our audience. Not on the basic, the technical parts also you had given in a brief mode. So I request audience to follow the basic tips like updating your softwares and operating systems, using antivirus softwares, using strong passwords, and do not open email attachments from unknown senders, and do not click on links in emails from unknown senders or unfamiliar websites, and avoid using unsecure Wi-Fi networks in public areas. So be safe online. Yes, moving on to the next segment. we are entering into the knowledge testing. Yeah, knowledge testing part. Yeah, you guess, I think it's right. It's a quiz time. And it's gonna be super excited with your participation. Yeah, friends, don't move here and there, and get stuck onto your screen so that you won't miss any opportunity to be on the winners on the leaderboard positions. So just go and check the comment section for a quiz link, that is which is Slido, and click on that and register with the rapid movement with your name. There will be a limited time for the opening of the link, so be faster. Uh, yes, we're getting good number of registrations. Yes. We can wait up to 50 number of registrations. Then after we can start our quiz. Audience should be so active in this quiz session. There are very limited and basic questions that we have planned for that, and try to be on the leaderboard positions. Yeah, we are having 31 participants, sorry, 31 registrations up to now. We're expecting some more. I request the YouTube viewers also to take a part in this quiz session. Now we can take, this number is increasing, 36. Someone please post the link in YouTube chat box also. $37. We can wait 2 more minutes. Within this meanwhile, can you please say your opinion and views about the session which you have gone through till now by our Ronidas ji? Chat box is open to you. Yeah, what are your opinions? What are your questions and all? Yes, we can start our quiz session. The first question, please. Yeah, the first question is, who is known as the father of computer? And you're having the 4 options on the screen. Option A, Charles Babbage, Adam Smith, Galileo, and D is Newton. I think most of the participants has known the answer. They are very excited for that. Yeah, time's up. Yeah, the correct answer is option A. 94% of participants has answered the correct answer. Thank you. Congratulations, everyone. And moving on to the next question, Priyanka.
When and where was world's first computer invented? So we can see this could be a little bit tricky for you, and it's really difficult for me too, that which could be the correct answer, and the time is running up. So please just go for the option A, 1855 Pennsylvania, USA, B, 1907 Brownsea Island, England, C, 1822 Pennsylvania, USA, or D, 1912 Lord's, London. Okay, so I am getting some of the answers in the comment section box, and time is running out. And let's see the correct answer for it. So most of you have, no, there was a counter. We can see
Yeah, there is a tie. There is a tie part, option A and C.
answer. People were so
Let's
much.
wait for the correct answer.
That was
Yes, yes,
really
let's wait.
question, we can say.
Yeah, Priyanka.
What's the correct answer?
So,
Okay, so the option number C is the correct. That is 1822 Pennsylvania, USA. Moving to the next question.
moving on to the next question. The dash is considered as brain of computer. Option A, motherboard. B, central processing unit, that is CPU. C, mouse, and D, keyboard. Priyanka, have you observed in the previous question, many of them have tried for the better question. There is type part for option A and
One third.
C.
We can say, yeah.
Yeah. And time is getting up. Yes, the time's up. Let's see. Yeah, option B, 88%, and motherboard for 12%. Let's see what's the correct answer. Most of us answered B. Yeah, that's a correct answer. Congratulations, those 88% of correct answer participants. Yes, moving on to the next question.
Expand RAM. So we can see that there are the four options. We need to expand RAM in the full form. The read-only memory, B is the read access memory, C is the random accurate memory, or the D, random access memory. I think most of you can go right for it. So we can see the comment section is full of with the answers, and with only one option we can see. Let's see that whether they are going correct or not. And the time is moving on. So I request everyone to just fill it up fast. Okay, let's go for the responses now. Okay, so most of you have gone right for it. Let's see whether it's correct or not still.
Yeah, there is
And it's
most of the
correct.
people has.
70%. Moving to the next question.
Yeah, moving to the next question. In which year the Microsoft company was founded? A, 1975, B, 1974, and 1976, and 1990. Yes, you can, participants. Here, more than answering the correct answer, the first answer is more important. Answering the first. Yeah, most of the participants are not known. Yeah, only 36% has voted for option A, 1975. Let's see for the correct answer. Yes, that's absolutely correct answer, 1975. Congratulations. And moving on to the next question.
Okay, so which of the below are latest development in the information technology? So option A is the robotics process automation, that is RPA. B, digital banking. C, cloud computing. Or D, it is all of the above. So this is also, I guess, a difficult level question from the field of the information technology. Let's see that how many of you can get it correct and can guess.
Yeah, level two question.
Yeah, exactly. Even I don't know the correct answer. Okay, so most of you, 72% have gone for the D option. Let's see it's correct or not. Hey, congratulations. So our audience is very intelligent, I must say that. So moving to the next question.
Yes. And the seventh question is, floppy disk are external storage used to store information. Is it true or false? I think nowadays we are using pen drives, and our storage capacity has been become very. It's in size. It's getting very too small. But in olden days, it's somewhat like big in size. Yeah, most of the people has accepted that the floppy disk or external storage used to store information. And the correct answer is, yeah, you are right. Congratulations for the correct answer, participants. And the next question, please.
So MS Word is used for, we most of us use the MS Word. So let's see that how many of you can get it correct, that why basically we use the MS Word for the animation designs, for the calculation purpose, or for creating documents, or for painting only. So we can see the comments in the comment section that they are saying going for the C option. Let's see whether you are going it correct or you are just guessing it like this only. Okay, so let's go for the responses. So 91% of you are saying it's for creating documents. Let's go for the correct answer. Congratulations, 91% people, that you are correct. Okay, moving to the next question.
Yes, and the next question is MS Excel is used for. Similarly, like the previous question, and options are like storage data, organize and analyze data, and both A and B options. And the final answer is none of the above. What do you think in the four options mentioned over here? And yes, most of the participants has answered like storage data and organize and analyze data. Let's see the correct answers. Yes, absolutely correct. 87% people. Congratulations. Most of you are aware of the computer knowledge. It's so the happiest thing for all of us. And yes, the next question is,
So here is the last question. As of October 2021, the most recent version of Windows for PCs and tablets is option A, Windows 11 version 21H2, B option Windows 12 version 22H2, C option Windows 10 version 21H1, or D option Windows 09 version 21H1. Again, this is the very high level question, I must say that. So it's really very hard question for me itself. And let's go for the responses and your guesses. So most of you have went for the A option. Let's see whether it's correct or not. So the correct option is A. Oh my God, we have a lovely genius participants with us. So the correct option is A, Windows 11 version 21H2. Let's go to the leaderboard, that how many of you have lead this quiz of today, webinar 10.
yeah, the first question goes to Ramesh. He answered all the questions within 3 minutes 21 seconds. And the second is Jesinath, Umesh Prasad, Bindu, Saloniraj. Yes, hearty congratulations for all the winners.
Exactly, and that is wonderful that all the winners have got most of the questions correct. Means most of the questions we can see that 9 out of 10 they have just marked it correct. So that is really wonderful. Congratulations for your knowledge, and congratulations for coming here and joining this quiz. That was really a wonderful quiz, just because of the wonderful participation by our wonderful participants. Your comments in the section below itself depicting that how much you all have enjoyed and had a great learning with this brainstorming activity. So with this, we all know that there are some exciting competitions going on Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, but I don't have much information on that. So to clear my this query, I heartily invite our lovely, beloved, respected Miss Anima Ika Madam, PALT guide from Assam to brief it. We welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, Priyanka. Good evening to everyone. I'm really happy to witness myself that I have participated in competition. That is all the 3 competition I have received certificate, and I'm very sure all of us are aware of it, and many of you have received the certificates, I suppose. So congratulations to you all, and it's my humble request to the participants, those who have received already, to encourage the other people, your family members, your relatives to participate. And especially we, the Bharat Scouts and Guides family, is a large and big family in numbers. So during our lifetime, schooling and college time, we do many activities. So there is no age bar for Scouts family, like unit leader, leader trainer, for everyone. It's not impossible to participate. Why not we all of us reactivate our talent and share with others? And especially the rovers, scouts and guides, why not you let come forward your talent, share with others, let others appreciate your talent. So it's my humble appeal to everyone on YouTube, panelists, and Zoom to go for these 3 competitions, that is Rangoli competition, Bhakti Geet, and then Lorry. For Rangoli, anyone can do. It's very easy, and when you do, you feel happy also, and you feel great yourself that yes, I have taken part. I'm sharing my happiness with Indians as we are celebrating 75th independence celebration. So why not we Indians participate and show our love to our country by participating in competitions? That's all my appeal to everyone. Once again, thank you so much. And IT team, I request to share the video.
हिमालय जिसके सर का ताज है, गंगा जमुना जैसी नदियां जिसकी बाहों में लहराती हैं, हिंद महासागर जिसके नित्य चरण पखारता है, ऐसे महान राष्ट्र भारत देश के समस्त नागरिकों को वंदे मातरम, जय हिंद। भारत स्काउट्स एंड गाइड्स के स्काउट्स, गाइड्स, रोवर रेंजर्स और सभी यूनिट लीडर्स को हमारा प्यार भरा नमस्कार। भारत के प्रधानमंत्री के आह्वान पर 3 ऐसी अनूठी प्रतियोगिताएं आपके सामने रखी हैं जो सचमुच आपके दिल में बसती हैं। मां की लोरी में देशभक्ति का रंग, और ऐसी ही लोरी हो आपकी कलम से लिखी जाए। समर्पित हो तमाम उन माताओं को जिन्होंने भारत मां के स्वाभिमान के लिए अपने कलेजे के टुकड़ों को भारत माता के चरणों में समर्पित कर दिया। एक ऐसी ही लोरी आपको रचनी है। भारत के विभिन्न रंगों से सजी एक रंगोली सजाएं और दिखाएं दुनिया को कि ये मेरा भारत है जिसके रंग अनोखे हैं। एक ऐसी प्रतियोगिता, रंगोली प्रतियोगिता, आप उसमें भाग लें और भारत की आजादी के अमृत महोत्सव के रंग उसमें उकेर दें। और दोस्तों, जब भी हम अपने देश की बात करते हैं, आपके मन से कोई तराना निकलता है, आपकी रूह कहती है कि रंग दे बसंती चोला माँ, मेरा रंग दे बसंती चोला। तो आइए दोस्तों, आपके दिल में छुपे उस देशभक्ति को एक रूप देते हैं। कोई पंक्ति लिखते हैं, कोई गीत लिखते हैं, कोई कहानी लिखते हैं, कोई कविता लिखते हैं और भाग लेते हैं इस देशभक्ति गीत प्रतियोगिता में। देश के लिए लिखा हुआ एक साधारण सा शब्द भी महान होता है। तो आइए दोस्तों, आगे बढ़ते हैं और ये 3 प्रतियोगिताएं जो भारत के इतिहास में पहली बार आपके सामने रखी गई है, इसमें भाग लें और करें खुद को समर्पित अपने प्यारे देश को। तभी तो कहते हैं, ये धरा चाहिए, ये गगन चाहिए, खुशहाल मुझको अपना चमन चाहिए, मैं जीऊं तो तिरंगे की खातिर जीऊं, मरूं तो तिरंगा कफन चाहिए। जय हिंद, जय भारत, वंदे मातरम।
Thank you, IT team. Those who are going to participate right now after this webinar, I'm very sure many of you will participate. So for that, I just want to give in details once again steps how to participate in a competition. First of all, first step, that is go to website, then you click on competition. Then after that, page will show with all the 3 topics. Then you have to select. Then after that, you will find a page where you have to fill up everything. That is your name, phone number. Then you have to send request for OTP. Then after that, the same OTP number, you have to copy it correctly, very carefully. And there you will find verification code also. That also you have to be very careful in filling up. Then after that, download your certificate. Oh, great. That's great. So I wish you all the best. Those who are going to participate, thank you so much.
प्रतियोगिता में भाग लेने के लिए amritmahotsav.nic.in पर जाएं और रजिस्टर करें।
Thank you. Over to you, MC.
Yeah, thank you very much, ma'am, for your great informative speech and all. I think everyone of our participants has got a clear information about Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. And the next information which I want to pass to the audience is about South Smart 2.0. As you all know that the Bharat Scouts and Guides, in association with WAGS, World Association of Girl Guiding and Girl Scouting, has taken a revolutionary initiative to train up and give a great total awareness on internet safety, how the youngsters and adults, how they should how take the awareness steps, how they should take safety measures while they were using internet in a practical mode. We have taken some set of practical and theoretical ways of teaching the audience. So most of our sessions are going through in regional languages also nowadays. We have completed most of the materials also in regional languages. Coming to the south part, we have completed in Telugu, Tamil, Kannada, Malayalam, and coming to east part, we have conducted sessions in Bengali also, and in north is total all. We are trying to make this session in all regional languages of Bharat, our Bharat. Yes, here we had kept one target to train up the most number of train up the participants, and from there onwards we have subcategorized the facilitators, master trainers, and these master trainers will train up the common people who we are also training our not only the scouting fellows, so we are trying to give awareness for the non-scouts also. So and we are planning for one international event, not planning, it's also fixed on 18, 19 and 20. So everyone of you please take participation in that international event also. Yes, this is the one of the information I want to share about Bharat Scouts and Guides most revolutionary initiative. Yes, and I think now we have reached the end of the webinar, and for the closing of this success webinar, I take this privilege to call one of the pillars of the Bharat Scouts and Guides India, Mr. S.S. Roy, sir, Assistant Director, Northern Region. Sir, welcoming you.
Good evening. I'm audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, yes. Okay. Very good evening to all. Mr. Anurendra Sharma. Resource speaker, panelists,
Sir, I think your network is.
Information we got today's session and the way Mr. Ronnie Das dealt the session, it is amazing. Really, we enriched our knowledge, clear many doubts, and very much helpful for our daily life. Some fact was totally unknown to us, and in some topic we have wrong concepts till date. Really, it's a great session. Now, it is the duty of our members to pass on this message through known persons, through patrol meeting, troop meeting, informal gathering, and through other way, so that many common people will save themselves. Mr. Ronnie Das is associated in this field from last 7 years. He's a master's in the field of information technology, having vast experience in different aspects. Our audience is so much lucky to have such a knowledgeable dignitaries at today's resource speaker. Moreover, what I felt, he delivered the message in a very clear way. Even the technical part also delivered in a very simply. World Organization of Scout Movement, World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scout, and of course, the Bharat Scouts and Guides focused in these issues in different manner. The Bharat Scouts and Guides National Headquarters also organizing cyber security awareness program as Surf Smart Badge curriculum. Today's session will also help our leader to deliver youth program in many ways. The recording will also be available at the YouTube and can be used as a reference in future. Lastly, I thank Northeastern Region Headquarters and Mr. Anilendra Sharma in particular for inviting me in this episode. I wish you all the best and hope such type of issues to be dealt in future, which are burning issues. Once again, thank you. Namaskar.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Now, I request Satyajit sir to hand out the webinar and share the feedback link, and please explain about the feedback form for the audience.
Thank you, Vedadri. So, dear participants, viewers, a link for Google Form has been shared in the chat box of both YouTube and Zoom platforms. You are therefore requested to kindly fill the Google Form immediately. And please note that you will receive your participation certificate only if you fill in and submit the feedback form. So quickly fill the feedback form in order to get your certificates. Also, as we all know that sharing is caring, right? I request each one to go back and share your stories or important takeaway of the session with your peers, family members and relatives, and make awareness at a very wide range and encourage all of them to join the skill development sessions that will be conducted in the coming weeks. With this, we have come to today's webinar. I now request everyone to kindly stand up for the national anthem.
Yeah, just a minute. Sorry to interrupt, Satyajit sir. It's time to thank you all, for which I cordially invite Anilendra Sharma sir for vote of thanks.
Thank you, Vedadri. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good evening to one and all present here. Most respected all the office bearer of Bharat Scout and Guide India, respected our director Bharat Scout and Guide and all the professional team of National Headquarters. Most respected today's speaker, Mr. Ronnie Das, respected our Assistant Director Northern Region, my colleague, Mr. S.S. Roy sir, all the team member of BSG for Skill Youth, and all attendees and viewers. Upskilling first and foremost, we thank the Lord Almighty who has designed and refreshed our soul with a sweet stream of bliss. Today we completed webinar 10. Gratitude can transform common days into thanksgiving, turns routine job into joy, and change ordinary opportunities into blessing. I would like to take this opportunity to place on record our hearty thanks on behalf of National Headquarters Bharat Scout and Guide, on behalf of our President Dr. Anil Jain sir, and our Honorable Chief National Commissioner Dr. K.K. Khandwal sir, to Mr. Ronnie Das, Cyber Security Engineer, Eder Labs at Bangalore, for his presence and very informative session today on cyber security. Thank you, sir. We are greatly encouraged by your gracious presence and immensely benefited by your inspiring session. There are no words to express our sincere gratitude to the Assistant Director of Northern Region Bharat Scout and Guide, Mr. S.S. Roy sir, for your kind presence and closing remarks of the webinar. We know that you are very busy, and from your busy schedule, you join in this webinar and encourage our members. Thank you, sir. We feel proud and honored to spell out words of thanks and share our gratitude to the day in church, Mr. Satyajit Chatterjee, Master of Ceremony Priyanka Prajapat, and Bedad Desai. Special thanks to Madam Onima Akkaji, giving information about Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav competition, which deadline extended up to 15 February. And being the largest young movement in our nation, it is duty of each Scout member to participate in this celebration. Thank you, ma'am. We also express our sincere gratitude to our Honorable Director, Mr. Rajkumar Kaushik sir, and all the professionals of National Headquarters for organizing this very important webinar, which will have long impact in nation's building. Thank you all the viewers in Zoom as well as in our YouTube channel for your energetic and enthusiastic participation. Your every action motivates us to work more and more. Also, we extend our sincere thanks to all the state officials for your support. A special thanks to all the people who have worked for the technical support, namely Mr. Jahangir Pasa from National Headquarters and Gunajit Das from Regional Headquarters here. Finally, thank you, team BSG for Skill Youth. You all are doing your best and make the webinar useful for our Bharat Scout and Guide members. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
I would like to inform our all participants, due to some technical issue, we are unable to issue certificate for webinar 9. It will solve soon, and we We are going to issue certificate by this week. Don't be certain, continue your learning journey with us. NSQ will recognize always you. Thank you. Thank you very much to all of you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Yes, audience and participants. Now I request everyone to stand up for national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता